Jennifer Soto is the mother of the missing 13-year-old girl that was recovered on the side of the road. And since then, Jennifer Soto's boyfriend, Stephan Stearns, has been arrested for child abuse and SA of her daughter. We learned that SA started back in 2022. And I find some of the comments in this latest post pretty telling. Was the mom, Jennifer Soto, being drugged by Stephan Stearns? It is possible. When I was friends with Jen back in 2022, she was prescribed a high dose of antipsychotic for her bipolar, but had mentioned she took it all at once right before bed and it would basically knock her out until morning. She complained about having a super hard time waking up in the mornings. I suggested that she should take half in the AM and half in the PM or go to the doctor because it sounded like she was way over medicated. But it also could have been that she wasn't taking the medication as prescribed. Because I personally know that Jen felt that she was more creative when she was manic and actually enjoyed how it felt. One time she texted me and said her and I should not take our medications for a week and create art and music. And I literally replied, haha, nope. I met her on Bumble BFF when I was living in Orlando. We're no longer friends because Stephan had taken himself off his psych meds and had threatened to unalive himself in front of Jen. She didn't think it was a big deal, but I told her I would not be going to her house until Stephan got help because I knew he was always armed. That made her upset at me and ultimately ended our friendship. It's hard for me to say whether Jen is guilty. She seemed to love Maddie, but I also know she ignored major red flags when it came to Stephan, which she proved to me when she thought it was no big deal that he threatened to pew-pew himself in front of her. So part of me wonders if she just wouldn't let herself accept that he was hurting Maddie if Maddie did indeed tell her what he was doing. All she said was that they had gotten into an argument. She never mentioned what the argument was about, but her unbothered reaction to him saying that made me feel like him saying stuff like that was a regular occurrence. Stern was armed. We saw his Reddit post, but his weapons collection and forum post, manipulative suicidal threats, and tactics utilized by nearly all emotional abusers. I wonder what triggered him to make these threats. Interesting. That is very interesting to say the least. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think mom knew, or do you think mom was just in denial?